Please come over again.
That's all.
Yes. As we leave here, this meeting has thrown its weight behind Mr. Tassan and Barrister Eyambe as the operational arm of the consortium back at home. There is no other leadership.
Yes, pa, I don't go through their audio. It make me I can't remind something will be very, very important for our people for no. Because I know say many questions don't be asked inside this forum for Sokami about those conclaves they will be hold. You know, say for second conclave, a video will be taken when one person will authorize you me take that video. Is it Julius or whatsoever from South Africa? And since he be take that video, will not ever see that video because that video will be cover all the informations will be take place that day for inside that conclave. So I don't know. You will surely know the name of the person. I want me Sokamifians. Me who dey inside here. Me will struggle because I know Ambazonia from South Africa is there. Me will struggle to see how far that video. If you submit that video, the person will be take that video. Me bring out that video. Me Ambazonia they watch that video and see what way it be transpire inside that second conclave. Now there many people go understand many things where it go on for this struggle till now. Now from that video we will understand many things where it go on till now inside this struggle. So I say I come back pa, because I know say that name, you know the person personally, the name I don't forget. Then if I go back for that list, the list for the attendance, because I see get away, we all be signed at the end. So I see if I go back for that list, I go get the name there. Something Julius and so on. So I really want me to come up for that name so that we go back to this person. Make sure say me come with that video. That video they will post them for me. We all go through everything concerning second conclave inside. At least our people will understand one or two things on what transpire. We were struggle don't just damage today or day inside so.
The last day at the Lagos First Conclave of February 23rd to 26th, 2017. An unedited video of the noble Scacuf enterprise appealing to Ambazonians to view it only through the prism of best practices begetting self-interest. Please view it context of the January 21st, 2017 Morris organized Capitol Heights Conference resolutions being timely implemented by the noble Scacuf enterprise. We had just created 1. A united front from existing EQEs. 2. A secretariat to adopt best practices that will congeal our divergent strategies, ideologies. And 3. Remain focused and disciplined in serving the above mission by not creating another EQE Emancipation Quest entity as we did at the Zaria Mafiejo's event. Please, this may be the only video you will see about the noble Scacuf enterprise. Unless the Southern Cameroon's South Africa folks finally post the reels of videos in their procession. Please, you must disregard any off-the-cuff remarks captured by this video as irrelevant to the greater good principles of Scacuf. Edwin Ngang.
This one, Edwin Ngang. I be Republic of Ambazonia agent, where they promote the sovereignty doctrine as a community organizer for this way Ambazonian recognition quest. It's supposed to not be clear to us now, say the Ambazonian revolution, defining as our desire to restore our rights guaranteed us by the law, the most ultimate law, which get no expiration date. Article 76b guarantee we rights to become self-governing people or independence. And we get independence in the current modern world only as a sovereign state. Look, we suppose people don't come to realize now, say this Amazonian revolution don't be completely corrupted by certain practices where they'll be done by our own people on the one hand, and by the forces the way then be intent on saying may we remain a slave for Cameroon. I'll keep that second part alone and just deal with we own forces. We own Amazonian people will score for our own goals. They shout hallelujah. Uh, it start now with this thing say we want adopt a change process. You remember saying 2017 we become into some euphoria, some excitement. People that they almost believe say October 1 independence will come. And if we not be honest with ourselves, we for admit say that process where people that they shout say when we declare independence, then we make the place ungovernable. United Nations will then come install that government for Boya. May we get out of this deny and pretend say this whole issue where would debate am every day we not get no end. As a matter of fact, I just want to make my pause here. When a problem don't already happen, the consequences of that problem, you probably not get no way for solving. There's no way we can solve this array way to go on from ground zero. We no fit solve am unless we come away to the current the preponderance of force. Okay, no, Egosi don't go with the current rogue. They be go rogue long time ago. We know that one. When they be adopt some very stupid strategies. The ultimate one they be like this taxation thing where they be impose that. But if you want to ask why they go rogue, you will then get to understand where we get to discover the problem. Egos, you know, be the only people where they don't go rogue from ground zero because they believe say they will fight and win this thing by fighting. If you ask them, they explain you a strategy on fighting, you don't get any coherent answer except say no fight. But I know one more sit down here thinks so if we ever solve this problem because the principle of solving disorder when it don't happen. Now, when you come with two formula, either that person where they cause the disorder surrender completely, or you come with a force may be stronger than that. That is a mechanics of solving confusion in the course of a change process. So now when they're on the fight now, they will be the fight because the thing said they will become the powerful force, the hegemonic power, not only the entering government franchise and join two for fight. So I want to make this thing clear. Now when we start this problem, if we need to solve this problem, we need to figure out how the problem come, how we come to engage a legitimate change process called fighting in this disorganized fashion. As long as we sit down here and make pretend say this process of fighting may be engaged when it not be supposed to be because will be some people that will make some miscalculation, then we are not even going to ever come to a juncture where we'll be able to figure out how to solve this complete way to call misapplication of ground zero strategies like waiting to go on now. Wait now, will people that even suffer the consequence from we own amber fighters? These amber fighters, they not be capable for understand, say, there is some basic properties of how to handle fight. We need a phase where we need for educate them. For we need a phase where the leaders where they fight the war, they're supposed to understand how to arrange with their people. But most of these things they will not get the capability enough to solve them. So how you will solve this problem? You get to first ask the five why questions. How will we come into this place? Quickly, it becomes to happen because somebody will create a Department of Defense. Now, what they create? The interim government franchise. Now they will create this Department of Defense for July 8th, 2017. And because they do that one, they prompt, they use other mechanism that what we call a shaming mechanism. There was a psychology of shaming AGOC and soccer death. There was a shaming campaign in during that time when they took the creator, where it provoked these guys where they always think say they will fight. But they not be don't prepare, they not be don't get the tools for fight in Cameroon. So when we want to solve this problem, we'll figure out where it comes from. Why we remain silent? Why we did figure out so we litigate this matter where you don't it just be like they say that's when they talk say the genie is out of the bottle. There's no way you can recock this genie anymore. We only get two choices and two choices alone. Either those who are the one for fight, they actually coordinate their strategies, figure out how to fight a real war. And if they want to get a sample, maybe they go check M23. How we did they fight a real conflict? Okay. I mean, nobody knows how we call the drone a simplistic analogy. Say M23 get Rwanda, get Uganda, get or Tanzania. Those guys there, they know exactly how to secure power for fight them. I know I include the element of the special metals, no, they don't complicate them. Right from 1961, they had already secured sovereign state. So if you know fit fight a war by organizing power around your war effort, where you know say you will get challenged by a preponderance force of a sovereign state, you know supposed to start them. And this fact say we don't go start a war, provoke a war, we Cameroon will not be prepared. And every time we would want to talk and put anything, say it is inevitable, we must just keep digging our head in this stupid trap. That one a recipe for complete suicide. How can we allow our whole revolution for being destroyed by stupidities? Stupidities in one, provoking a war we will not be ready. Stupidity in not rallying around our strength, which is our sovereign state, which already be articulated and reinforced legally and constitutionally by the Republic of Ambazonia since 1984. Stupidity of challenging international conventional practices by pretending so we feel act on these disruption practices, this method where we go in disarray, the fight among ourselves, things so we get international international society for support me. When we wake up and agree to the fact that we violated rules of nature and rules of man. The rules, the basic rule of nature, and I just say power works and effective power works effectively. That power, it really don't be against we. We be supposed to know say we unilaterally disarm unlike any other people in the world. So if we be supposed to fight militarily, we be supposed to rearm ourselves. Conscious action, not be this random practices of fighting as groups in ethnic groups. This is the greatest amount of stupidity we don't ever happen for a revolution. So for recover, we get to figure that out. Say we violated the rules of power in this war. We be supposed for obey the rules of man also. And that rules of man are just simple things like things that we will know about the evidence of history. Why we allow Cameroon, we go define, we say we be Cameroonian and we accept. Why will not be able for some point in time gather ourselves for some meeting? We never ever get one meeting where we come for discuss would matter as independentists. Where nobody no come there would corrupt for can corrupt them. Pan Cameroonian, federalists, unitaries, and all those guys. We never ever get that since we history start. Now time the original man will figure out say when we call a meeting, say we want for get them, no suspects that anybody will not stand for independence. It will begin to talk two sides of the mouth. People in that way don't come, they say more go the dialogue and negotiate. But you ask them, say me they show instrument where they will dialogue and negotiate. They don't ever show you. They don't even show you that constitution where it be there for 1961, where Article 47 they talk say nothing will go disrupt the integrity of those two sovereign states. It go allow. They go hear that one because they know say that one now it go open the Pandora box for reveal the fact that Cameroon will not be even implement that plebiscite. This whole matter they happen because we allow ourselves to be misled by non-independentist politicians. The remote steps moving forward now will be 100% pure blood Ambazonia independent movement. How can we do that? If we do that, then we will realize now, say, the only two people that they go they out there now, people that they for we or they not there for we. This argument gonna make so simple because we obey the rules of man. The rules of man get clear. United Nations regulations and they or they call them resolutions and declarations and all that good stuff. We get them. In other words, we would defeat Cameroon in any argument, in any court of law, any time of the day. Where we weak, now the fact say we don't deny ourselves the ability to take advantage of these historical facts where it would suggest to the world say we'll get a united Ambazonian revolution. It will show to the world say we know what we want because we know who we are. We are Ambazonians. We are not Southern Cameroonians of any cardinal differentiation or multiplication or association. We know clearly say there was a treaty where we be violated. We know say they never ever implement that resolution 1608. We know say Cameroon we play with Wayo, the street we like say we some mumu. Of course, we were forced to accept a union where they can impose the Cameroon constitution there, and yet we just don't we quiet. But the point is, what you don't do about this knowledge? For World Cup for 2025, like multiple groups, I mean it. Government day here, government number one, government number two, government number three, will president them shamelessly walking around the world. We think so. What will look we was like what will take with revolution seriously? Institutes them the Center for Peace and Conflict Studies, European Union of Peace, Canadian Endowment for Peace and Democracy. And the only mentioned institutes them when they don't want adopt with cause so that they promote the peaceful permanent solution, which is predicated on the constitutional facts, impeachable, guaranteed by the law. The latest event will be take place for 2010. When I remember that so-called 50th anniversary, Dr. Ali Treki Abdul Salam, the former president of United Nations, he will be charged with bringing and showing evidence of the failed Cameroon Union. The best way if you do now for bring the maps, the Hollywood call it the gifts of two maps. Before that, the Nigerian Cameroon Mixed Boundary Commission, it demarcates the maps, two distinctive boundaries. It shows the state of West Cameroon and the state of East Cameroon. Now, the two sovereign states that were supposed to form that federal United Cameroon Republics way will not be completely done because they be adjourned that stupid Fuman conference. They never came back. So we woke up now, 20 or how many years after that? You feel sure 64 years. We want to forget back with independence. Instead for we for strategize how we would do the best to articulate this story so that the world will know clearly say we know the break no country. Now Cameroon don't violate all those rules. As a matter of fact, Cameroon they commit one of the greatest crimes in United Nations system. Crimes against humanity. Where it requires any country see invoke R2P responsibility to protect on a principle say Cameroon is perpetrate a crime against millions of the indigenous English speaking pidgin English speaking people for that territory they call themselves say Ambazonians. If we not be able to explain this fact, now why? That because we get all these oversabi politicians, each one they come up for their own time. Claim say the president number one for interim government two, number three, number four. They did do all this action. You ask them, say, now how you explain to the world, say, now the problem is you never see not one document, not only for gather their groups for WhatsApp, for GoFundMe, and the worst palavra this one, they rush to fighting. Okay, I go pause for explain to you, say, fighting, nobody knows get to use fighting, say now, we must fight because fighting will be a known strategy to elicit compliance from Cameroon by whatever means. But it no mean so we will stupidly engage fighting. Go back and figure out that one. Fighting is a known change process. It means the cohesive change process, the conflict change process. There were supposed to be three mechanisms for change with. Canada they used one of the mechanisms successfully, the legalistic mode change process. There is a psychology change process, and there is the conflict change process. We don't accomplish legalistic change process completely. Nobody not get to worry about that. We don't get 30 and a 30% score. But we don't fail that exam because we set the 70% goal. 60% of the score now the psychology. In our own context, the psychology takes 60% because over the course of our history since 1948, we stupidly we must accept, take responsibility. We stupidly accept the psychology of pan Cameronism. We be the only people in the former United Nations system where we not be take advantage of we entitlement of becoming either self-government or independent. That matter is so important to not say if we be just remain we so will not join no political parties, none of those KKKK rubbish from 1952 to when a United Kingdom will be compelled based on its own calendar for terminate trusteeship, we for become the sovereign independent state. Oh, by the way, how for the call ourselves? Now, we una life of the talk say history, Southern Cameroon and my historic name. We wanna really be careful right now, say. Una by using that name, una the perpetrate the impression say we are Cameroonians because the psychological phase we will be supposed to fight this battle psychologically defeat them. We don't get any tool to win them because we subscribe as the minority system in a dominant system where the French Cameroonian system be more powerful. Okay, no, make no pretense. Say the word Southern Cameroon an abbreviation of we name we be na a phrase. Okay, no can tell me say Southern Cameroon and my name and not a Southern Cameroon is my historic name. If you really want to stick to history, I beg you go to the logic of the name with the grand for that Durbanton Oaks conference for 1946 for San Francisco when they create the United Nations system. Okay, that name will be a phrase. The United Nations Trust Territory of the Southern Cameroon under United Kingdom administration. Yes, that was our name. But you know what we give it that name? An intern, a 19-year-old intern in one of the subcommittees where they handle the issue of the trusteeship where they take over for the German after the World War II. That was his clever idea of associating these people to a mandate and to an authority. And that's the reason why United Kingdom administration come. Then it will be left now for we political process in the evolution of articulating Article 6b for come up with we own sovereign identity. Fast forward, other countries that are being part of the Germanic Cameroon, Gabon, Central Africa, Chad, some parts of Equatorial Guinea and Congo. Why UPC not go for they promote a pan Cameroon there? Why not only for we? And those people they talk French. They never get no problem. We not even know say Cameroon for 1962 we make an attempt for go for Equatorial Guinea for a medal in the internal affairs talks made a join Cameroon. Equatorial Guinea they reject that process. Equatorial Guinea finally get independence for 1968. But by that time, the one get the independence, they don't manipulate the independentists, the pro-nationalists, they don't be swept over. The finally get Marquez and Guemas the stooge, which it don't also bring your own problem there because only two regime don't change it, crisis again. But their palaver even better pass one. And why I'm saying this thing say if other people they reject Equatorial Guinea reject the Cameroon stupid confederation. Why not only we accept them? Because of we stupidity. I dare say we not even get no consciousness of sovereign entitlement. That if we entitlement it still exists till today. Because if we get a consciousness, say we be entitled to a sovereign state, we know for sure here they still promote these stupid groups. Groups the way they think that they'll go fight war now by GoFundMe. Rubbish. You don't even know how to, you don't even know say war is a matter of no return. You don't engage war until you be prepared. We can fight war and win with a calibrated and time schedule if we will be as united as the sovereign state. All the powers the way they're supposed for, we work for, we favor, if they automatically derive as the sovereign state, which we already have. which we are entitled to, which has been actualized by the constitutional originated and legally validated Republic of Ambazonia. I beg, may want to take this one, work with it, and move on. All this hatred where we inherit them from we parents, grandparents, and great grandparents. You just joined this thing for 2016, and you are 25 years old. Can you give me a reason why you insist on the interim government number 8 as a sovereign state? Tell me when they will succeed. They will succeed the interim government number 7. And how the interim government number 7 will succeed the interim government number 6. All of these now, governments, the way they don't be created since 1984. We make we revolution now a joking, a laughing stock in the Amazonia, in the world because of with stupidity. European Union declared it for May 28, 2019, say we strengthen our sovereignty. More we rally around with sovereignty. And this time around, please do not politicize that sovereign state. Go along with the facts of the history where it will tell you, say, we know we no be ever acquiesce, meaning say we know we don't ever surrender to this manipulation of pan Cameroon evil agenda to annex and assimilate us. If we you can only demonstrate it by the facts of our history, which reveals say when they dissolved that State Cameroon Union for 1984 will be restored with sovereign state as this time now as Republic of Ambazonia. So all this litigation matter of fighting with Ground Zero, thinking so if we fight group, will waste of time. It no will ever work with favor. But if we unite as the United Ambazonian Revolution, we will be able to form what we consider as the United Ambazonian Military Force. At that juncture, then now, fighting will happen, and it will happen with a consciousness. Say, we will win. The outcome will be predictable because we will not achieve what they call the preponderance of power to elicit compliance from whoever they resist this peaceful permanent solution. By the way, the peaceful permanent solution includes an option where countries will either recognize we or they will call for an exclusive binary choice referendum where not only we, these people, the way will be the victim of Cameroon colonization, or be offered the choice to choose whether we want to retain with sovereign state as citizens of Republic of Amazonia or we want to remain as citizens of Republic of Cameroon. There will be only those two choices. If anybody want campaign for any of those choices, they could be free during that interval. So we be very confident, and that's why we call it the peaceful and the permanent and the solution. Because after that, there will never be any more problem of in that area. If we decide for vote say we want to remain Cameroon, then there will never be any Amazonian question anymore. But this is where we must insist on because there's no other solution except this one. We are not going back to be negotiating any rubbish with this idiot say that talk about federalism. No, the constitutional process will decide it. If you want to federate with Cameroon, you can do that. Cameroon get a lot of regions to do a federation, you can do that. But between these English-speaking people and these French-speaking people, there can only be two choices as the constitution and as the history guarantee it. Or there will not be any introduction of politics. If you want to come to the peaceful permanent solution, no say the instrument to sort them out, it already exists. We're not going to invent the wheel. Thank you. This one Edwin Ngang on March 26, 2025. Bye bye.
Yes, my brother Edwin Ngang. I don't hear your presentation. I don't listen and well. But I say, my brother, you fit define how Ambazonians for their territory, as per the Banjul Declaration, where it defined them as a people, from 1961, as they get their sovereign right as a people. How they be start war with La Republic? If you really define a who we. Some Ambazonians they be go for La Republic territory with some guns them because that is war. When you breach into another person's territory, eh, you do any act for day, if it be a threat to the territorial integrity of the people of that country. Can you define, because this is 2025, we call a spade a spade. Can you define how the people of Ambazonia, eh, threatens the life of La Republique in the territory of La Republique? Point one. Point two, you did tell we say Ambazonians them, they did do so, they did do so, they did do so. Ambazonians do not win La Republique for more than 4 different courts. Around the example for Banjul, we get the Bamenda High Court, we get the Abuja High Court. So how you talk say Ambazonians they never they look into their situation? Ambazonians they don't look into their situations, know their problem and they want to solve it. But the fact say you the play around, the draw to the Ambazonian people, the root cause of their problem, which is the non-decolonization process of 1961. The non-decolonization process wey dey no be completed in order for us to have a union treaty. That is the problem. And this was caused by Britain, France, and United Nations. That is the genesis of the problem of whatever mingilism wey France dey give food institution for La Republique wey dey play around with the people of Ambazonia. That is what is happening. The constitution wey dey talk, Ambazonians dey use na a borrowed constitution wey Ayijo bin don fix the constitution for 1960. Yeah? He just do ping ping pion pion with Ambazonians. There is no constitution. Ambazonia was not part of that constitution wey dey talk about. There is no constitution. So no pick. This is 2025. We should be clear and we should speak the truth to Ambazonia. This lie, Ambazonians have been living a lie from 1961 till date. And our gladiators are also part and parcels of this lie. A good significant majority of them do not call a spade to the younger generation. Just like what you have done here, Rambo Jumbo. A significant, go step by step, tell Ambazonians the truth. That is our problem. Cooperation agreement where Ayijo sign Ayina, France, Ambazonians was not part. So how he come against it? Now Ambazonians they be the problem. Where France did do a cooperation agreement with Ayijo, Ambazonians never be even a part of them. By joining where they make that their cacophony. Britain sell Southern Cameroon for 30,000 pounds. You did dig archive, why you not dig that one to tell Ambazonians? Tell Ambazonians where our problem came from. That is, those are the people who are causing the problem. Now, France they give good institution on how to play manipulative and refined words to La Republique proxies like Povia, when Meyer Relève and France, but can use them for Ambazonians. Britain no dey for give we instruction. You dey blame we on what grounds? On what grounds? They collapse the entire economy. When you are economically captured for the past 40 years, what do you expect for an economically captured territory? Bankrupt with no development for the past 40 years. No development. What do you expect? You expect magic. You expect the people to have weaponry. In which mechanism? Educationally wise, Ambazonians were not given a political and diplomatic education. No, because they cannot even decode certain coded language. Even you yourself cannot decode the coded language that Elysee is pushing outside and also pushing the propaganda machinery to be advancing. These are what are causing all these problems that you are listing. And now we have been in a situation caused by Britain, France, and United Nations. Then you are blaming patriotic minority citizens of Ambazonia. My brother, just leave their own. Don't just cry with us. We will we won. For more than 60 years, our generation and all our gladiators they have been technically juxtaposedly wiped out by the regime. Yeah, leave we, you know, say they transfer education from one generation to another. They don't wipe we on the all. You can't blame we. This generation, they lack gladiators to decode certain things for them to understand. Either the gladiators will be given cancel culture, state capturing, selective captures. We have selective capture. Only within the Ambazonian struggle from 2017 to date, how many of those who started moving us from point A to point B have been given a cancel culture? They have been selectively captured. They cannot say anything right now. They were the people who were voicing out, if you don't do this, the law I will specify that we'll move from point A to point B. That is how they were transforming the brains of Ambazonia. But all of them has been educationally captured. Now you are blaming the younger generation. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Gather the generation, decode some of these things, tell the people what is going on. The fact that you are saying Interengomo, it is the spell of state capturalism that has been going on for decades. That is capturing the Ambazonia revolution. That is the same modus operandi of France. Nothing has happened in the Ambazonian struggle that does not have that spell. Nothing. Go and look it very well. Nothing. I raise my case.
Sister Ruth, how now? Something that we get to understand about Pangang, Edwin Ngang. Edwin Ngang na tactician. Edwin Ngang no be talker. You do understand, no? Edwin Ngang is not a talker. He is a tactician. You know how they put firewood for door, asking whether some Monday if he carry the firewood. Any man they come can look the firewood. You check your horses on way if he carry the firewood. You think that the way if he carry that firewood. You need to can't tell people that say go carry the firewood, but we don't feel carry him. Edwin Ngang na tactician. The thing the way you talk about Edwin Ngang, the way you send him message, you are not teaching him anything. Because if you listen to him, if you listen to Edwin Ngang very well, he need to talk for the position for the Grije where they work at talk Grije hey one time. No, that one died with ADF. I mean with SDF. Edwin Ngang did look at the situation the way person as powerless as himself to get a victory from. He need to look at him like people the way they claim say they get power, but who will no play with all that power go end. He understands all the intrigues that you are explaining. He understands all that intrigues there. He need to make mistake. The man is not making a mistake. The man is articulating what he thinks very clearly. The man is not telling you what you should do to support that his articulation. He's giving you an understanding of what we have in front of us. You understand, no, Ruth? So now the thing that way Edwin Ngang the do him. He's not one of those people that comes here and sells counterfeit dreams. Because if I give you 5,000 when I correct money, like how Edwin Ngang give you now 5,000 when I correct money, Because some people they know take that 5,000 when I convert money. You know they will take to go take 10 million when I counterfeit. You understand? They will take 10 million when I counterfeit. But if you enter for some place for use that 5,000, you use that in peace without any stress. Inside some people that mind they calculate say, oh, if you take that counterfeit, so I go do her, I go do something with that counterfeit. No. You know what if you happen with that counterfeit? The first 10,000 you of that counterfeit, so future take you go to prison. It ends your dreams. It nails your dreams right there. So now the thing that will the sell them from Ambazonia struggle, would they sell some miraculous hope to people they for buy? Because by selling that hopes, would they keep themselves running? People they keep themselves running by selling that false hope with those lies. They keep their dreams running. Their dreams they run. You see how their dreams they run now. People the way they inside frustration, they buy the dreams. Any man we know they inside this frustration, we know they inside the bubble of frustration from Amazonian struggle. If they listen to people they like buy doing gang so because power for 5 ground zero, you know they people they claim say it day. But that power, you know what that power they do am no? It dey help to kill people they for eat the ground zero here. It dey help to kill put people they in pain. It dey help to frustrate people them. That's in that way that power where they try to get and so they do am. Because power that is not enough power to hit the base. It the only hit that they come back now on you. And that power where they check say they get away, they hit them, where they need to hit the base with adequate power. You know the destruction where that power they cause them. That power they cause our put it for ground. That reverse power they cause destruction I put it for ground zero. The people they need for overseas where they claim say they get that power, where they claim say they fit push that power. It does not hit them. It does not even hit their family members because they know where they go and create that power. Because people they go to fight for Nguzang, they know be Nguzang people them. The man will be champion for go for Nguzang, go fight for Nguzang. They don't come from Nguzang. The play where come from, you know, go hit that unequal power for day. We know say after that the repercussion will then on top his own people. No, he finds some place. Nguzang go the knock that iron for day. So it tells you exactly the mindset that we have in this struggle. Some people they like people they for Kumbuwe, they send that people they for that village. Yes, they go answer for the destruction way it unequal power way they happen for the way they affect that people. Now they go answer. Now they are people. But if you know even practice, if you know if you do law for Cameroon, you go practice that law. For inside Cameroon play way now for they will do that law. You want to go practice for some different place. It tells you that you don't even have the purpose of that law that you practice because not take up for law, just take up for the situation of ground. They don't say people the way they claim say they want liberate. They need to go practice inside their own village. You understand? So that if it stand the heat for the repercussion for the thing they do, if it help for moderate them or help for molly them, for make them they do the right things. They want to go practice for some different village where no man don't know you for day. You don't get any stakes for that village. If people then die for day, you don't care about the family. You don't even know about the families. You don't know about anything. Now the struggle that we did for we for Asai. Yes, struggle for make some for some different people them. They the one go experiment for some other one them. Leave their own people. They will make that experiment for them. For bear king for them. For make yourself a king amongst those people. I yield.
Master phone. That one will be the point. I know if you look the way I talk about the issues, the way no point and out, and the one the way talk correct and no touch am. See the point where I talk about where no address am, and this is how would he play with the minds of the younger generation. If you know the call a spade, what are you articulating? What are you driving at? You dey instead keep loopholes of unnecessary doubts. It is still dance with the blame game. Call a spade a spade. Call the root cause of the problem. Bring people their mindset on a particular position. No blame Ambazonians. My point for inside all that discussion, I say, you dey put the onus of blame on Ambazonians. That is wrong, Mr. Fon. Now, why I ask the first question? Say, if because even you sef you sabi talk the thing. The territory of Ambazonia get the boundary demarcation since from the time of German, eh? And they re-demarcate it. That is the people of Ambazonia. They no go fight La Republic for inside their territory as the war start. So no talk say Ambazonians dey start fight. That is absolutely wrong. You dey put accusing finger for place where e no correct. So na for day wey I talk say me no if dan for put that accusing finger for play wey no correct, talk wusa the root cause so that make Ambazonians the way the younger generation wey dey do catch up na, make their head open. And then now wusa wey dey do their tactician dey go, they'll be able to follow. You don't blame them, they want make they follow you na how? Mr. Fon. When you don't already blame them, put all blame for their skin. Where all that blame you know very well say no be them. They had to go follow you for your tactics the way you the bringer. That is where my problem lies with that discussion. I yield.
Hey, hello, Lady Ruth. Hello, Asokami people, them. Hello, the Ambazonian Revolution. Asaloruna, this one, Edwin Gang. The community organizer for Republic of Ambazonia. I don't come out this morning. It look hear a lot of nice stories where they reveal say we'll get some serious problem for revolution. Uh, I know them here for the chastise anybody, individual or group. My objective now for create a circumstance where we will focus on identifying the best way for come out of this problem we'll get and how we get to come out of that problem now because we don't make an effort, an honest effort for understand we selves like people the way they get the rights we will be entitled to. Some people that unfortunately they don't know about certain information, their own way for support this cause now for join people at different stages in their life because we all be born at different times. So I think the main thing is more figure out which be with problem. And I think say the best way to look at for look at the history. The problem is here when they will give when will be a United Nations trust territory under administration by United Kingdom. If we will get people that will understand we the matter will be concerning we interest, they for example say we be entitled to self-government and independence. And all with political processes, meaning that other party the way we grow up for years say they be making whether na Foncha or na Endele or na Mbile or na Paul Kale or na Joa or na Tumaza or na Chief Stephen and all those things that we will see say some people that will try for do some kind activities for help we during that process of independence if we go towards we best interest meaning if we go towards identifying that very rights where we entitled. We be entitled to self-government. And at that juncture, self-government it be a transitional position where we be actually achieve we will get for 1956 ended up be head of government business. And I title that. It be and some people they say that would be almost close to being a prime minister. It no matter say the administrator that still there. But if we be know we rights, if we get a political process where they be focused only on that right, I be suspect said then we'll not forget other splintering parties. We'll forget that parties towards independence. We'll not be doing, this. So we now get to examine the solution based on that problem today. The solution get to be focused simply and very focus singularly on how we get back that ultimate rights where we miss them for 1950s. And that right now, sovereign state, okay? And that sovereign state, it not be divisible by two. Now only ye one. And that, thank God say that sovereign state, that right now get no time we go expire. So I the beg say me wanna enter this struggle in with a mindset say mistakes will be made by human being, it be correctable. Okay. The thing we know mistakes the way we know feel way we create them, we feel correct them. But we don't get for always the look the solution based on something where somebody be doing. You inherit your problem through you join the revolution for SNC or the Scacuf or whoever. I beg say make an effort for understand the problem. And if you be tell me say I dey talk wayo, I don't know me anything what I dey do when I wayo talk. I dey try na for address a new direction for this revolution. May we focus simply on the best strategies, which is the truth. The truth now, the facts, and that facts be discoverable. You fit so I never even find some of the facts. Today they still discover facts. Okay, so what will be the solution when we don't get a problem? Okay, we go realize the problem and say we'll not be focused on our sovereign state. So Cameroon can lie we. And I go rush fast on this one because we the one for take and one more take responsibility. Since we know we get politicians the way they know what to be with best interest, then why would you vex say why we supposed to blame other people? Cameroon take advantage of with stupidity. And there is a saying, sir, you know if you fix stupidity. You see, we then also with the things of you fix stupidity. This morning I woke up to see ADF. It on the it reinforce its stupidity. They will already go woke a rock as I be talked last time. We supposed for just do some kind of assumption, say, since you know if you fix stupidity and since ADF we don't since long, the only reinforce is stupidity from one stupidity to the other from getting alliance with IPOP, from this liberation tax to ID to all these things, then stupid strategies, you don't fit fix them unless you get the force for force them make they comply to you. But we not get them now. We need now for make a strategy where you go reach to the point where we will get that force. All these very road they do are just a waste of time and we will defeat talk till today go reach the end of this year. How we will be able as this Amazonian revolution, where all of us want for free we serve from Cameroon subjugation, this recolonization, this imposition of Cameroonianness where we no be Cameroonian, we be Ambazonia. How will we get out of this mess? If you really want to know how we get out of this mess, now say we get to promote, oh, no, project a solution where if somebody one hell of way because we don't get power, no be talk, power no be just the work as the vex, power no be hatred, power no be for brag, for shows, for get ego, power no be for fear. This whole revolution be taken over in 2017 by useless emotions, where some politicians and way they become. They think say if you impose that emotion on we masses, I hear today how we masses that go on the streets because they be told by the interim government number one president Ayuk say may they demonstrate as Ambazonians and people that be go down on October 1st. A lot of people that be die that day. But the question will we get to ask ourselves now say, will we dey die on what premise, on what basis? Will we dey die now for we which strategy? That strategy will be a strategy where it be not based consistent with how we supposed to fight Cameroon from the basis of where we be. Cameroon don't go out throughout the years from 1960 using we own members of the society, Anglophones, for promote the fact that we be one and indivisible. We be supposed to do a very, very steady and methodical job of countering that information.
before starting to go on the other change option way now for fight. Me had always been a person who I say for fight you need to get power. And power not be only AK. Power now the ability for we as that English speaking people for reverse that doctrine say we be one and individual Cameroon because that lie. The world never know that one because we know the talk. How will we talk am? Will we talk am like we were there for diaspora? We gather together as Amazonians, where they no be Cameroonians. We stop using the word Southern Cameroon in we expression as we identity. We reinforce and reinforce the concept of Ambazonianness. That one when they be singing for September 22nd, 2017, say Amazonia Rising to Fall No More. Now we mandate that one way they be doing for November 22nd, 2016, they call Coffin Revolution. Now we mandate. You want to go back again for go find another mandate, you go find them. The university student they be strike for 2005 against the system. Those are acts of rebellion. Even this SDF 1992 when they be elect Frundi. People that we are not Cameroonians. Why they Fundi not be president? Because he's not a Cameroonian, he's an Ambazonian. But the world not know that one because we appear to love Cameroon because of what we dey do. We dey use Cameroon identity, we dey use Cameroon passport for worker. So for we for recover this with sovereign state, we get to use an argument where it go tell the world the true story. And since that argument already be done very methodically, logically, we get the documentation. The documents are what has defined your successor state where you supposed to be proud for column as Republic of Amazonia. So when I see people that they come for revolution at different times, maybe not because they don't know, or maybe not because they like their leaders them. These leaders they be supposed for don't know. Now listen that what we talk here. Three categories of people then there for the ambassador revolution recognition quest where they supposed for first take which we would call them the examination. You're supposed to do some test. You're supposed to read what be the problem. You're not just supposed to wake up taking the emotion of anger. I hate that francophone. Then you want to go fight. And for fight, you don't know say fight get a unique strategy. This is category of people that politicians. I think say I fall for that category as a politician. I did do my due diligence for read for examine what to be the problem before I come out for work with the most eminent a change agent for Ambazonia Revolution, which is head of state of Republic of Amazonia, called Fon Gojindika. If he make that strategy, no, be because he the longer for be head of state. No, this man, if he look the matter, realize say if he not be whole that ceremonial position, gather people then like Dr. Anyangwe, Dr. Kevin Gumne, where he don't pass in blessed memory. Another person be there for his cabinet be now also. I think say one of those APA that be there. But if we get like 7 or 8 people that be there with you. So this thing not be matter where he will come you want to say one job being a president. Unfortunately, history don't show say he not be get support. My opinion I say una where una be younger generation. May una take a time for example say that strategy will be valid, it will be legitimate, it will be very successful, and it be done proven by time say we were right. We do everything mechanically, we win Cameroon. So Cameroon no fit go for any court, make an argument, say you be one and indivisible. The only advantage where Cameroon get over win, I say, the psychology of oppression, when at the bigger battle where we be supposed to fight them, and we be know about it. We be know say just for do all this legal action, it not be enough. We will need everybody for join more promote our newfound sense of Ambazonianness. Okay? But that one be being said, we will get to need assistance from everybody. Now, the way now the activists, the second element of segment of the Amazonian revolution. I'll be talking first now politician. The second one are the activists. Who are the activists then they? Activists that joined this revolution during the course of our time, 1990, 2001, 2010, 2016. You know when you be joining a revolution, I ask you a question. Now, which ideology you be put up. Now, why you be the promote your cause for independence? Most of una be join the call on say Southern Cameroonians. So one they will use autonomy as interchangeable with sovereignty, which is not true. So one they believe that when you choose government, that government it don't be independent. The way it happened with 2017. That mistake be don't be made, we feel correct am. The sooner we correct them, the better. So not be stuck into that position where you mistakenly adopted for 2017. They were wrong. That way they be go for Zaria, go from government number 8. They were wrong. If you go back, go find government number 7, government number 6, government number 5, government number 4, government number 3, government number 2, and of course, if you want to challenge government number 1, I will explain to you, sir. At any point, somebody get to take leadership role. That is the idea of being organized. Okay, the concept of sovereignty under the custody of the constitutionally originated and legally validated Republic of Ambazonia. Now, predetermined strategy to take back the sovereignty where Cameroon claim am. If you declare say Cameroon don't take your country, what did it stop you now from supporting the most logical action where it already be done? Now waiting now waiting wrong with we? Why would we fight for among ourselves when a strategy is already be accomplished 100%? The more we walk into the universe where Ambazonia has risen to fall no more, and we identify that Ambazonianness constitutionally and legally, the more the international community go come to the recognition say Cameroon no get no rights for impose the Cameroonian identity and sovereignty over the distinctive indigenous people of Ambazonia. This argument not be anything politics. The reason that way we get to stay clear of this politics. Today we see how our boys and way they be supposed to be bonded together in that one united Amazonian military force where it will happen the day we don't subscribe to the sovereignty doctrine. But today they all scatter with the worry, say, oh, they don't take people, then they go. Now, because of frustration, these guys, them, where you go blame them, go where? There's not some of them don't be educated for no say, you know, fit fight your people. You know, one of the critical elements of the act of war that say you get to get your people on your side. But the thing say, if you get money, now the penny wise and pound foolish strategy where the people where they want go fight, where they not be get power, they encounter them. We be no say that will happen because fighting now a distinctive strategy. So me nobody no can begin the blackmail people that way the one for correct this problem. Say, oh, the fighting has happened, it cannot be stopped, or it must happen the way. No, this fighting has to stop on the terms where we calculate, say it will stop with the peaceful and the permanent solution happening simultaneously because we don't redirect the strategy towards power acquisition. We know our strategy is actually what do they call them? Take away power from the Ambazonian recognition quest. Instead, we need for reverse that situation where all we strategy the accumulate power. Now, how? When we subscribe to one sovereign state, not be this multiplicity of sovereign states where they happen. When we subscribe to the principle, say we be a distinctive people where we can trace with rights without infringing on the territorial integrity of Cameroon, the world will say, my goodness, this is a travesty. It cannot happen. Now, their way we lack. So, when you talk about Lady Ruth, when you talk about the problem, that is where the problem is. We not get a consistent history of being disciplined as the Amazonian revolution to be focused on the Amazonian recognition quest. We just get a scatter strategy. And if this scatter strategy can happen for 2017, we object. Actually, matter of fact, there was if we want one day see that videos, now see the fight be almost one come out for the Lagos State Conclave. We will never see them all. When we not see, we not see. We will never see videos where fight they happen for the Morris organized January 21st Capital Heights conference. When the people then be mandate the politicians say, may you form a united front. At that time, there be list only 7: Republic of Ambazonia, SCNC, SCYL, we don't tend to be APLM, Scacuf, AGC, Consortium, and Morris. When they be talking about form a secretariat, now ordinary people who in another ever want text, even write anything about politics. But that day, they be smart enough to say, unite and form something they call a secretariat. You know what a secretariat means? Secretariat means that the engine where it go detest all the best practices, meaning the strategies the way any so-called book people will flop for they will struggle. They will can't test them. I'll be okay with that one. I'll be there. Okay, Ambassador not claim to know everything, but we only do one thing we be right. We know say Cameroon get a constitution. The only relationship with Cameroon get and win a constitutional relationship. That's all. The world needs to know say this experiment for form a bilingual nation. It's not even supposed to happen. It don't fail. But why the world not know? That because we these so-called Anglophiles, we don't deny ourselves the opportunity for clearly talk about the true story. Okay, for that conference again, where they be calling Capital Heights Conference, which will be the third resolution. Where will I see that video? No. They say no more creation of any more emancipation quest entity. I beg you, underline that one. What does that one mean? It means una stop the una division. Una figure out how una go form that united front using that secretarial way, don't adopt best practices so that una represent what people's best interest. That one, that challenge way till today, I be take am up as an agent of the Republic of Amazonia. Every that way, I be go that conference. I be force myself to go there because I be know say my brother where they there for SCNC, they no be any more different from me. I just will get a slight difference in strategy. Perhaps because somebody never investigate for know the details of some mechanics of some information and the details of how you interpret them. The truth now, sir, law must be interpreted. Law there for book, it no will come off for book and do your job. Somebody get to interpret the meaning of trusteeship termination. Oh my goodness. Trusteeship termination. Now the word I did oh, but it is supposed to be now independence. Now we politicians that be supposed to interpret that not be United Kingdom in job. By the way, you be the blame United Kingdom, blame United Nation. I beg more stop for blame United Kingdom, especially United Kingdom. May we stop for blame United Nations. Because the fact suggests here, if United Kingdom it be grant we independence, perhaps Nigeria for don't go wacko because we not even know so will be a sovereign state. The communism will be the bubble. You know that time Cold War we did now. The Cuban incident that we take place in 1963. Cold War we there at its height. So Cameroon will be taken over by UPC elements where they will already be that Marxist forces. They will not be able to fear say that new Nigeria go be destabilized because these leaders the way they go give a country they don't even know their rights. That the truth that. So I go end this thing right now for talks here. Today we don't walk up for bikini shout about waiting to go on for ground zero. That one are the consequence of failure to abide to the rules where they be applicable to the Amazonian revolution. We be fail for no say we cannot fight Cameroon as groups. When we break into groups, that strategy it be a fail. So the only way for recover this one is for consolidate all with revolution towards the sovereign state. Your group not go disappear. Your group will work now as an agent of that sovereign state where we can make an argument in any court of law without any worry, say Cameroon can't cite out, say as Republic of Amazonia. That's where we're supposed to go back. All this thing about who will head, who will be president, I beg no stop this nonsense because now you have same problem because Foncha and Endele they not accept the Hamishak in advice for form a unitary government for 1960, January 2nd. Okay? Okay, if Anthony Guitarra come today and say, oh, I want me with give me my plan, I go solve this problem. I swear to you, Anthony Guitarra not go get a harmonious whole. We know it will be unable to forget we as a united body today. Because we still present that groups. The problem now say why? Why we never learn from our history? We never learn from our history. Say we were never supposed to project groups, ethnicity. We'll be supposed to project now that sovereign state as per United Nations Article 6b. Now you think that when Report Ambazonia don't exhaust them. I bet Report Ambazonia under Godidinka leadership did the best way we supposed to do them. May we just follow through and add value. And that value will be now for that psychological content where it will be remaining for revolution, for just say more increase that volume of we Amazonianness. At that moment, the more we sound Amazonian nationality, the more Cameroonian nationality will be diminished, the more the world will recognize the truth that will set us free. And then people that really think they're fighting, okay, I just saw something. If Cameroon continue to resist when countries don't recognize we as a sovereign state, that one now be logical. Say when we will fight Cameroon at that juncture, we will be a united Amazonian military force, and matters will not what they happen the way they happen now. So I will end the story of just saying that we problem, that we lack of uniting as a sovereign people, and we in advance that sovereign people and define it as Republic of Amazonia so that the world know how say we don't acquiesce, we don't surrender to Cameroon colonization and, and assimilation, which is what they are trying to do. Then the solution, I say, we must focus on strategies in a way that will only be towards that sovereign state. And if at this juncture, Cameroon, the play with dialogue and negotiation, and because they fear say the idea of the peaceful permanent solution will be accepted by more and more people, so that they want run ahead of we for muddy the water, so that confusion will take place. Perhaps they will get some federalism, go sign some doctrines, they don't get the federalism. But that one not will happen if we call for that peaceful permanent solution right now as a united ambassador military. Adopt the resolution where capital heights be give way. Reinforce them with the resolution where Manfred Conference be give way for 1959. We go tell the world say we are right now a people being subjugated by the Republic of Cameroon. The case could be completely different now. But we need to do that one. As for these people, right, the life will be president, they go figure out how to add value for that Republic of Ambazonian universe of unity. And I think say Ambazonians will reach a stage where among us talented people they do the better pathway. We will write a constitution where it will guarantee individual expression. Anybody if you go run for election for whatever, but those times that will happen. The first and foremost focus that more get that sovereign state. We dey always lack this focus now because people they rush ahead for become president. And when they rush for become president, they fail for define that state. Cameroon the MP things really disrupt we integrity like they do right now. All this thing where they do with special status, devolution, autonomy, and some discussions say we can talk with federalists where we never ever have an independentist approach. We never go out there like one and indivisible Republic of Ambazonian people, where they subscribe to their Ambazonian rising to form more mental stage, made the world know we as one people. We never do that one yet because of with diverse strategies. All right. More learn how for do it right as unique people that way they believe say Ambazonia has reason to fall no more. That one I will mandate. This one I Edwin Ngang. When I take care, we will get this thing done. But more just rest assured say the truth is what will set us free. It's not gonna be this politics of substituting this truth. Now you don't kill it. If Antonio Guterres call us to a meeting today and we go there and rally under the sovereignty doctrine, I assure you say the peaceful permanent solution will be imposed on Cameroon. And at that juncture, we will be able to get the ability, be able to get the power to elicit compliance from whatever Cameroon, the recalcitrant Cameroon, is doing. That is how you work this matter. Thank you.
So one thing the way I don't notice them. I don't know whether some other people they don't notice them. You know, a couple of years back, after I I don't attend some online meetings with senior comrade Edwin Ngang. When I listen to senior comrade Edwin Ngang articulate, either in the Queen's language or for, lingua franca pidgin, you'd be, in short, goosebump. If you press away, you'd follow the struggle, you like the struggle, goosebump will come off your skin. Because the man is a very practical person and very, very realistic in his expression, in his articulation. Not be one of those illusionism. It articulate for where you see possibility then, but in the way they talk. I be beg me Edwin, say I beg, know your audience. If you carry mosquito net, the way they go give mama people never cover mosquito, they don't know the importance of that net. They will use and go catch mama fish. That way they will go say they will go give mosquito net for protect family them for malaria. Because mama people they know the value. They use and go to catch their fish with them. So you know if you blame them because you give your product for the wrong audience. You don't even play an important role for educate the audience and their audience for make them know the value of what you give them. If you put golden ring for picking nose, you can still come with commercial avenue, go for the member, go to ground. So I be advise comrade Edwin Ngang personally beg you say, my brother, if you feel go for Zoom meeting and you talk, now they say you make audio. Your audio could reach your audience, you will educate Ambazonia and then pass this writing, crossing, criss-cutting, and whatsoever. He say will be the he gets a word. He say will be momentumism when he's now waiting. Is in short, be see where we come with the bring them because we look at say na illiteracy the warrior Ambazonia them. I be receive insult them. But anyway, Pan a very nice man. Be insult me now because he really thinks they want to insult me. But if they look and say be normal, say people they know they read. It be normal. So when I don't discover, say for the past few days the way part on the light up, it don't touch a lot of souls. And people really don't ever know say part it talk. They be shocked the way part they articulate. They are very, very shocked the way part they articulate. So comrade and doing that, your impact will be felt more in the Ambazonian struggle based on your articulations and through audio, not in writing, because a lot of people then trust me, especially when you keep on recycling articles and whatsoever, people just charge them. For the first time, I see Yakibela, Root comedian, Root humble himself, learn from Maui, na expert. Because Root gets a tendency, because already make noise and like comrade Edwin Ngang actually define and he asks some questions. They don't know the generation we take enter the struggle, they come not through which means because people they function for this struggle not through the process or the time where they come enter the struggle. So one thing they will root and I say root gets a one line where they stick on. And each time where you bring which kind of productive point, root no one see that way they try to talk for reason and root they stick on to that one line. Say na cooperation that a line with a cooperation agreement, Britain, France, and United Nations. I don't know whatsoever that thing mean for root. Because everything when you talk about this struggle, root the stick to that line for cooperation agreement, Britain, France, and United Nations. People don't try for decode way they talk and try for talk all kinds of stuff, but yet nobody seems to understand it. So sometimes I just feel like it just be disruptive. Or everything need to take a like in short in a comedy for him. But for the first time, if you notice them, where somebody don't shut off root, na pa Edwin Ngang. Because root understands the meet of a different breed, a different kind of human being. Person way in no use it joke, in no use it make that comedy. Yes, because in by articulation, them I show somebody like root look, I know say no, if he try for go that direction, he go stupefy himself because the way we pa they articulate, the facts the way pa Edwin Ngang they put on for my brother. These are deep things, these are heavy things, these are things that prove that this is a man who is loaded. You understand? Research based, everything, experience, participation, and all those things. When Edwin Ngang articulate, say the man will talk from air.
Now, man, we don't live through the experience. You see, so now one thing that I don't notice, and I want to say, Ruth, thank you very much. If only you don't learn something positive for Pa Edwin, yeah, I think say we'll do for inside in a learning center. Stick to that. Not be all to would want be defensive because we believe in this person. Something that we will get to be honest to ourselves. You know, we'll say no, at least moral responsibility. Say when you see something will be right, accept and say be right. Can for just be somebody where you kill joy and happiness, you kill any good thing when they come because they not come your way.
Hello there, everybody on the forum. Warm greetings to now today. I'll be sorry being noisy a day out in the street. I want to come an advocate for this advice we give senior comrade Edwin Ngang. Because I don't tell you this same thing one-on-one over the years, even in person. You know, the listen, you say, oh, that's why you do things. When the code overdone too long, or people don't like to read. They may understand people that are busy lifestyle these days, they put all on the move. So it'd be very simple and logical for do audios. So I put a few listen on the fly. Writing, repeating the same thing, the first one you read it, it doesn't cut it. So thank you so much, Comrade Advocate. So you add your voice. Because when you talk, that's how it has to happen. That's only the need for them. So thank you so much. I want to talk. I hope you listen. Since you don't start make audio, you don't get enough people more interested in the work, in the material. He called himself the community organizer. So listen to the community. Deliver audios. And please, yeah, me to leave audios. May not leave audio way past 20 minutes. I know you will live long, but we try to keep them within the limit of 20 minutes. So thank you so much, Advocate, and thank you to our owner, the listen. I'll be sorry, sir, I talk this time. I don't run, I walk. Anyway, when I remain blessed from the bottom of my heart, come here, soldier, and your back.
Something else.
Yes. Let's leave it for consulting. Yes. Let's leave it for consulting. We are on ground. We know what we are saying.
Specify that we're talking.
Yes. What I'm saying, I don't know where the conflict will come in. That all of a sudden they become Scacuf leader, agent leader. No, I don't know. So what I'm saying, is this: the operational arm of this movement, as far as the consortium is concerned, Tasan, sorry.
We need to start over again. Please.
Correct that one. Will be Mr. Tasan and Barrister Yambe.
Yes. Please come over again.
That's all.
Oh, yes. As we leave here, this meeting has thrown its weight behind Mr. Tasan and Barrister Yambe as the operational arm of the consortium back at home. There is no other leadership. Further, in their activities, they work closely in collaboration, of course, with organizations on the ground and STNC. I think that Ambazonia, sorry, yes. That do we add Youth League?
All the others.
And all the other organizations.
Oh, in that case, let's not be named them.
Yeah,
because
I think you should name them. There are only 5.
Yes. Unless in the front, just in the front.
Please, we need a fundamental against
the arm where they talk about. So don't go. Don't go talking
You
too
see
much.
what I keep on telling you about this man they come for. That man for is evil. That must be this short man is evil. That man is here.
You're talking about it. Don't worry. We hold on. They are being recorded. Don't say too much. Record me. I'm missing in this video. It's a video, so just record. Just record around as we are talking.
Okay.
Because this whole thing, like I talk, I've always gone to every single one. At the end of the day, all the different people.
Yeah, when we are playing it, the person hearing will not hold the pedal. Let's go.
All right, please.
Let's go sound is
No, what is going to happen is that we are going to take a refreshed sound from you.
The room is open and I'll
Please.
stop.
Yes,
In there, let's get going back. I know the whole yesterday I didn't call you. But
no, your husband is around.
No. Listen to the way you guys put it. You're always like that.
We're
in the meeting all day. Out like all. Then we finish at 2 a.m.
If we don't sign, he will sign for singer. Don't worry. It's our face now. We've delegated him. That's why he came here. He's going to sign for singer.
But you know that thing that you said about the meeting, the office being here, is what I mean in Nigeria. It's something that I've said, and then we should find even it's 2 or 3 people that we pay on a salary. Let them start pushing our agenda.
No, we're actually saying that we're lucky that some chief
everywhere. That's it. Kashmir.
Yes, in Calabar.
We just need to go
Kashmir, Khalistan, they all have their own.
We need to start doing that. That's why I'm based in Calabar.
It's near Icom. It's very near Icom.
Yeah, all the way down.
30 minutes from Icom.
Okay. Well, me, I'm in Calabar.
30 minutes from Icom. We're going to see the land
next week.
Friday. On Friday.
When are we going? Friday.
When we talked on Friday and he was telling me on Saturday.
No, we are going to do.
Okay, let's go back. Edwin, put off your DC. I've been videoing.
I think you're still wasting time and you only talk.
No, I'll send you your ticket.
Yes, Saturday, February 26, 2017 at the Lagos Roundtable.